All right, what's your name?
Scott Hannigan.
Scott, nice to meet you. I'm Sean. Like I mentioned to you, it's just the AIDS awareness project we're doing, where I speak with different people to get their what they know about HIV/AIDS, just to gather information about the knowledge that people have.
Right.
We're also getting information about the myths or the truths or in total what people know about HIV/AIDS. Let me just ask you a couple questions now. What do you think? What's the difference between HIV and AIDS?
HIV is a virus that causes AIDS. AIDS is the actual full-blown thing.
Okay.
Human deficiency, immune deficiency. That's HIV. That's what that stands for. So that's not the serious part, but it leads to AIDS.
Okay.
So once you find out about it, you can take care of that and hopefully prevent the onset of AIDS.
Okay.
And just get informed. Safe sex, wear condoms, get tested. I know you can transform from blood transfusions as well as sexual intercourse and a couple of other things. So, yeah, that's basically it.
Okay, well, you pretty much answered the next couple of questions. I was going to ask you, how's HIV/AIDS contracted? You mentioned sexual intercourse.
Exactly. Blood transfusions, needles. I'm a social work major, by the way.
So so you know.
Yeah, I'm listening to social work. So.
Okay. All right, so, AIDS, blood transfusions. Let me ask you, is HIV/AIDS curable?
They're looking for cures right now. They're looking for ways to cure. They have new medications to prolong life, so it doesn't become too much of a health factor. Prime example, Magic Johnson. He's been living with HIV for a while. He found out about it, and there were steps he took to prevent the onset of AIDS. Okay, so he's still living a basically healthy, productive life right now. So that's a pretty positive thing. People can see that, and they can make sure they get tested and take advantage of that.
Okay. And let me ask you this: what do you believe is the origin of HIV/AIDS?
It's not from monkeys. It's not from Africa somewhere. I don't know. It's a lot of different things. There's conspiracy theories about how scientists concocted it in a lab and gave it to the black community and the gay community and stuff like that. I just think it's a mutation of a bacteria that came about. It's not people having sex with animals. It's just a mutation of a bacteria. Over the thousands of years, bacteria have mutated and grown and have adapted to human drugs that have been created. So I just think it's a mutation of a virus. That we can't really find a cure for right now.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, so you pretty much touched on the myths, different perceptions.
Right.
Now, let me ask you this: do you know somebody personally who has HIV/AIDS?
Not personally, but I know with me going to the social work field, say next year, I'm gonna encounter people who do have AIDS and HIV, and I'm gonna have to work with them and find resources for them and make sure they have needles and are practicing safe sex and are doing things like that. So of course the field I'm going in, I'm gonna encounter a whole range of people of that nature. So that's in the upcoming future.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been around people. I've actually seen somebody with full-blown AIDS. He just looks like a normal person just walking around. You would never know.
Okay.
But he told me I have HIV/AIDS.
Okay.
And I'm like, wow, you look like a healthy young man. So it's kind of scary sometimes.
Right. Okay. Now, let's see. Now, that person that you mentioned, did you know the person?
Yeah, I didn't know him personally. It was at a job site.
Okay.
So I guess he wanted everybody to know beforehand that yes, I do have this virus, and you shouldn't treat me any differently. I know the steps I need to take to prevent or to make sure everybody else is safe around me. Basically, he just wanted people to get comfortable with him and be able to talk to him like a normal human being without seeing him as a taboo or something like that.
Okay. And let me ask you this: now, if you personally were seeing somebody and you happen to know that they had HIV or AIDS, what precautions would you take with them? Or would you treat
that's a tough one.
Yeah.
That's a tough one. Dating somebody with HIV/AIDS, that's something I don't think anybody's ready for until they actually have that encounter or experience. Because you see a young lady, you're like, okay, she looks healthy, whatever, and you don't know what's really going on until she actually discloses that to you, tells you, oh, I have HIV/AIDS. So you're gonna be in shock. You're gonna be like, wow, what do I do about this? Do I like cut her off and keep it moving? I really like this lady. Do I move forward? how do we get past the sexual intercourse part and all these other things. So it's not something you can answer right now. You just got to wait till that situation hits you smack in the face before you can answer that situation. Because nobody really knows what they're going to do till they're actually faced with that situation.
Okay.
That's the best I can answer that.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. Now going back to the actual science of HIV/AIDS, if a person has it, can they necessarily pass it on to their partner?
Yeah, it's a possibility.
So it's a possibility.
If you're not practicing safe sex, it's a great possibility.
Okay.
It's pretty much a shoe-in you're going to pass it.
Okay.
If you're not practicing safe sex. But if you're practicing safe sex and you're doing what you need to do and your partner has full disclosure about the pros and cons or what's going on with your body, then there's a great possibility that you guys can prevent transmission between the two of you.
Okay. Now, given what you know about HIV/AIDS, do you know does it cause weight loss, weight gain, or does it affect the person's?
It all depends on the person and their body. That affects different people different ways. Some people have weight loss, some people gain weight, some people look malnutrition. It all depends on that person and how they're taking care of their body.
Okay.
If they know about it and how they decide to respond upon that particular virus. So it all depends on the situation.
Okay. And can children necessarily get HIV or AIDS through birth if their mother is infected?
In the past, yeah, but now they're taking certain precautions to, they're taking certain precautions to make sure that the birth of that child, when the child is being born, the child doesn't have that virus, but the mother might have the virus. So I've seen instances where with the birth, the child doesn't have the virus, but the mother has the virus. So it's kind of complicated.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, you personally, it's a personal question, how often do you yourself get tested for?
Before school starts, I get tested at least once a month.
Okay.
I say that honestly because, I'm a young man, so.
Right.
I do what I do. So.
Yeah, I can definitely, I definitely agree with you being proactive because, working on this project, many people that we've dealt with actually, we've handed out surveys too, and spoken with, they actually get tested regularly. So it's actually a good thing.
It is a good thing.
Yeah, it's actually a good thing, making sure you're on top of your health. So, all right, okay, well, that is pretty much it. Just repeat your name, Scott.
Scott Annigan, Mr. Social Work, for everybody who doesn't know. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Once again, thanks a lot for all your help, man. This is just a project we're working on for our health class, trying to